What's up, beautiful people? It's An Amazing Life We Live motivational podcast coming at you right now. I am your host, AnnaMarie Tabo, and I'm here to help you live your best amazing life. A little bit about myself, if you guys haven't already done your research on me, if you're just randomly popping in. Again, my name is AnnaMarie Tabo. I am a professional bikini competitor for the INBA PNBA, which is the International Natural Bodybuilding Association, Professional Natural Bodybuilding Association. So I compete in sparkly bikinis, but it's a lot more than that. I have a big why, and I do have a mission, and that's to help bring the people from Chicago that work hard, that deserve that recognition. I bring athletes of the week, entrepreneurs of the week, and angels of the week. So if you guys have any submissions or want to be on my show, if you want to be the athlete of the week, if you want to be an entrepreneur of the week, if you have a small business, if you have your own restaurant, coffee shop, cafe, if you have, a clothing line that you want to promote, I'm your girl. So go ahead and email me at Anna, ANNA, Tabo, TABO, @gmail.com. And the angels of the week are basically anybody who is in a community outreach, non-for-profit. I'm all about giving back. It's all about having an attitude of gratitude, giving back to the community, and especially the community of my hometown, Chicago. So again, this is It's An Amazing Life We Live. I'm here every Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. So tune in on a Tuesday. We have a stacked room tonight with some amazing people that I'm really, really excited. And first up, we have the athlete of the week. I'm just going to get right to it. Me and this girl go way back. Her name is Miss Yashi Rice.
What's good? Hey.
Hey. She is my athlete of the week. Pop, you said no gunshots.
No, that was
I'm not here. Okay, I thought that was a gunshot. Okay. So, anyway, I heard, I don't know. I heard gunshots pop. I'm trying to save people. Okay. I don't know. Does that not sound like a gunshot to you?
I'm in Chicago, so that's
Everything is close enough. It's close enough, y'all. We're in the west side. Any little sound like
That's a gunshot.
Okay, that's open fire. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. This girl and I go way back. I've known her for maybe 9-10 years, almost a decade.
Long time.
But she's an amazing person to know. Her attitude is contagious. She exudes positive energy. She's more than just a pretty face, more than just an athlete. I know, I'm gassing you up. Yes, girl, yes. I'm trying to gas you up here, but no need, because she's going to gas herself up. I already know. Oh, you're humble. Okay, you're humble. All right, okay, you're humble. Okay. Well, I'm just going to let you introduce yourself, but real quick, but she is an amazing athlete. She is a former, what was your position? Defensive end for the Chicago Bliss, which is a lingerie football league.
Well, no, we are the Legends Football League.
Legends.
Yes.
My bad.
Okay.
Legends Football League. And she is also an artist. She's a boss queen. So go ahead and introduce yourself. Say hello to the people of the world, because we are worldwide on iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium, YouTube. Go ahead and plug yourself.
Okay, well, what's good, world? It's an amazing life. And I'm feeling good. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Look at you.
Well, for the people that don't know me, I am Yashi. I'm from Chicago. Me and Anna, it's true, we go way, way, way back. I met you, I think I may have met you after my first season with the Bliss, probably.
I believe it was 2000. Where were we at? 2011.
It was a long time ago.
It was 2011.
It was a long time ago. So basically, I started my career in music first. I am it's really complicated. When people say, what do you do? It's like really complicated. But basically, long story short, I started a music career in 2000. Well, actually, it started when I was in college. But my brother, who played professional football, Simeon Rice, he's also nominated for the Hall of Fame. So just put it out there.
Okay. Give it up for her brother. Give it up.
Thank you. So long story short, my brother took me under his wing after I graduated from college, and then we did the music thing for a very, very, very long time. I recorded with a lot of people that you guys all may have seen and all the good things. And so,
who are these people that you speak of?
Oh, it's quite a few.
Name drop.
So I have a song that's still on iTunes. I believe it should be on iTunes. It's called If I Had My Way. It's written by Rico Love. And I know you guys all know the hit maker, Rico Love. Jim Johnson produced it. So that's the music stuff. It's a lot. You guys can look me up on social media at Yashi Experience.
You can just Google her.
Yeah, and then,
Google
so
her.
that's the music side. But then I transitioned to football. And we were called the Lingerie Football League when I first started with the league. But I played for the league for 8 years and won 3 championships with the league. Was an all-star.
3 championships. Give it up.
That was fun. Did some reality TV a couple years back.
And we're going to talk about that. We'll
talk about that.
Yeah.
So I've done some reality TV. I played football for 8 years. I've done music. I'm out here. I got a podcast coming out in January. It's called the Brown Rice Podcast, where we talk about everything from sports, music, and everything in between. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but that's why, listen, this is why I wanted to have you on the show, because you have a lot to talk about. I like people that have a lot to talk about, but it's not talking about nothing. You have substance, you have a mission, you are an artist, you know how to express yourself. You're kind of funny. I guess you're kind of funny. So let's back it up real quick. So you said that you were on a reality TV show. I believe that was called Pretty Strong on Oxygen Network, correct? Yeah, Pretty Strong.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so I've actually done a few shows, but the show that I was a cast member on for a full season was Pretty Strong. It was on Oxygen Network. The show started. The show started. They were in the works. It's been in the works for a long time. So from the time we started talking about the reality show until the time it was on the Oxygen Network, that took about 4 years. So basically the show followed myself as well as 6 other girls on the team in our lives on and off the football field. So it was a really crazy year for me when we were filming the show, because unfortunately my storyline wasn't the best. My mother was... she passed away from cancer on the show, and so I was dealing with a lot. And so it was just a lot, but yeah, so that was the reality show. But I've done a few other shows out there, but yeah, Pretty Strong on Oxygen, and you can probably see it.
What are the other shows that had the?
We're not going to talk about that. You can just look it up.
Look it up, guys. Okay, well, go ahead and where can we find all of this information, Yashi?
You can Google it, the World Wide Web.
The World Wide Web, y'all.
Yeah, pretty much the World Wide Web. Yeah, pretty much.
So her name is Yashi with a Y.
With a Y, yeah.
Rice.
Yashi, not Yoshi.
You know, like the carb.
Yeah. So what we talking about?
What we talking about? So today, I want people to get to know you. So we got the Pretty Strong part, and we got that you're an artist, but what drives you is my question. What drives you to do all these things?
You know what? When I was a kid, I grew up on the south side of Chicago, and I was the youngest of 6. And so I grew up in a household where pretty much there are no limits. So, I mean, you can't really help but to believe that the impossible is possible when you have an NFL player who's, spotlighted on him. My family's like, that's his money, that ain't y'all money. Y'all broke, you better get a job. So it's like, man, I gotta do something. So I've always loved music. I've always loved sports. When I was in school, even when I was in college, they like, okay, so what do you want to be when you grow up? I'm like, I want to be me. I want to do music. I want to do sports. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a football player. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to do it all. So I just always believe that from a young age that you just don't live with limits, because life is just too short.
No, and that's wonderful that you did not place limits on yourself and you had an environment where people encouraged you.
Yeah, and I definitely believe being an athlete, running track young, running, the Junior Olympics and things like that. When you're young and you're an athlete, you really develop this self-awareness. And, when you're an athlete, you talk to yourself. You're constantly coaching yourself. And that doesn't stop on the track. It doesn't stop on the field. It doesn't stop on the basketball court because it becomes mental. It becomes a part of who you are. So that kind of became my driving force. So the things that I've always wanted to pursue, I've always pursued it like an athlete. And so I've always stretched my arms thin to just try and do more. I mean, like I said, living in the house that I grew up in with a brother who's a professional athlete, and you just kind of have to believe that there's more than what you see.
Was that a lot of pressure having a brother with that, that is that successful in the NFL? Was it a lot of pressure? Did you feel like you were in his shadow at all? You know
what? Luckily, I'm a girl. So it's the sibling rivalry, and then he's 10 years older than me.
Okay.
So the sibling rivalry wasn't really. He was more of I live in a house with somebody that I admire. That's so awesome. I didn't have that. And just from a young age, my parents always taught us that. We all have our own talents. Mm-hmm. So one person doesn't watch the other, so you just stay in your lane and you do your job. So I never, I played football, and I happened to play in my brother's position, and when I started out even playing football, that wasn't something that I didn't even know I would be in that position. I thought I would be a running back because I had a track scholarship.
Yeah.
But they put me in that same position, and it's just...
You're a beast. Listen, I went to one of her games. I went to one of her games, and she doesn't play. I was a little scared. She asked me, she was like, "Oh, maybe you should try out sometime." And when I saw what she did, I was like, I enjoy.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I'm sure it is.
No, it's the most fun you'll ever have.
I'm sure it is. It's very fun to watch. She's an amazing athlete to watch, and not just an amazing athlete, she's an amazing artist. She's an amazing person to hear. She's an amazing person to know. So if you don't know her already, you better look her up. Google her on the World Wide Web. So we're going to be going on a break soon, though. We do have a lot of people to be talking to for this show. Later on, we're going to be introducing Miss Carly Williams. She is the Entrepreneur of the Week. But we're not done with Yashi quite yet. We're not real. She's still here. I'm not letting her go.
I'm not going.
I'm not letting her go, especially when she was here almost right on time.
Man, look. I'm sorry. I'm here though. I'm here.
I should have told you 7 o'clock.
You should have. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry. I got you, though.
It's all right. Yes. It's all right.
Okay.
Anyways, we are not done with Miss Yashi Rice. Again, my name is AnnaMarie Tabo. I am your host. It's an amazing life we live. We're here every Tuesday from 8 to 9 p.m. So tune in on a Tuesday. Make sure to follow Pop Radio Worldwide on iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium, and YouTube. Go ahead and, click that subscription button. Show us some love, comment, give us some feedback. But we're going to be right back, guys. We're going to be talking to Miss Yashi Rice some more on what she has to say and what messages she has to give to the world. So go ahead and follow Pop Radio Worldwide. And I'm Anna on It's an Amazing Life We Live, helping you live your best amazing life.
I done did a lot. You ain't did shit at all. Whipping up a...
What's up, guys? We are back. It's AnnaMarie Tabo, but you can call me Anna on It's an Amazing Life We Live radio show. It is a motivational podcast. I'm here every Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time. That's Central Time, guys, not 8 p.m. everywhere. 8 p.m. Central Time. So do your math, do what you got to do, Google it, put it on your phone, make sure you're tuning in at the right time. Make sure to follow Pop Radio Worldwide on iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium, YouTube. Show us some love. He has some amazing shows, not just mine. He has some amazing shows throughout the week. Tomorrow we have Wreck It Wednesdays, and he has some baddies of the week and some awesome guests every week. I'm there sometimes just sitting in house just because I like being around that show, you know. So make sure to follow him and follow me on It's an Amazing Life We Live. All right, so we are not done with Miss Yashi Rice. She is my athlete of the week, and we are just getting started with her. She is an amazing person to know. She is not just an athlete. She's a jack of all trades, really a queen of all trades. Is that a thing?
Girl.
Queen.
Well, it is.
Queen. It's a thing now.
Well,
Listen, I'm about to trademark that.
Okay. Well, put the crown on my head. Okay. I'll take it.
You know,
I like labels.
She is a queen of all trades because, like I said, she's not just an athlete. She is an artist. She is a beautiful soul.
Thank you.
So I wanted to pick her brain a little bit since this is a motivational podcast, and there's a lot of other people out there in the world that are also struggling athletes, struggling artists. So I wanted to ask you, what are some tips that you can give to other athletes, other artists that are trying to get recognized, that are trying to really put their name out there? I know it's really hard for people to get people to listen to you when you're an artist, you know, especially when no one knows you, no one knows you anything. They're like, well, why do I gotta listen to you? Like, I can just listen to the radio. You're not on the radio yet, you know, because everybody starts somewhere. You know, so how was it for you? And how can you, what do you have to say to people that were in your position before when you first started?
I mean, it's really cliche, but it's really true. Like, you really have to be true to yourself. You really have to do what you love. Being an athlete, I mean, to start with, it depends on what your goals are. So we all have to set goals, right? Like, that's the first thing. Whether you want to be an astronaut, whether you want to be a work in sanitation, whatever you do, you got to set goals. So the first thing is to set a goal. And the second thing is just truly have unwavering faith in yourself. You know, you got to believe in you, and you have to believe that you have to believe in the wildest dreams. You know, when I was in college, I remember walking on, I went to SIUE. And when I first started college, I didn't have a scholarship to that school. And it was so many schools that were trying to recruit me. But at the time, my parents they old school, so they like, no, you ain't going to the South. You're not going to the South. So I actually ended up walking on, and that wasn't a school that was recruiting me. And the track was about a mile away from the school. I didn't have a car because I didn't have a license. So I literally would wear my workout clothes to class, leave class, jog to the track every single day, and just old school style, like, what's up? With my track shoes on, with my spikes, like, and I went every single day until the coach was like, okay. I'm like, I mean, I should have been on the team anyway, but I was just like, you know, I ran with the dudes too. I wanted to stand out. And so by the end of that semester, not only was I on the track team, but I also had a scholarship. So it really is about, it really is about just believing in yourself, even when it's hard. Because that's the thing, we all believe in ourselves when things look easy, but you have to believe in something that sounds impossible. Because what sounds impossible to somebody else is your possibility, because it's your dream. When I started playing football, when I started playing football, that was actually a dark place for me. Because music wasn't going the way that it was. I mean, I started music when, I'm not going to date myself, but it was before social media was like really pop. It was like Instagram, all of that stuff was really popping off. And so I remember my brother was going through a transition too, and he was transitioning out of football. I'm graduated from college now. And after the music stuff, he's like, I was signed to my brother's independent label, and at some point he like, yo, I spent a couple $100,000 on this. We ain't getting no return. We gotta do something else. And so I remember I was just traveling, and I just came home one day, and I never went nowhere else. And so I was really depressed. I was really sad for like 2 weeks, because I'm like, what the F am I gonna do? So I went back to my first love, which was which was sports in general. And when I started playing football, I just started playing football because it was a dope sport. It's women that look like they beating the hell out of each other and looking good doing it. Yeah, and looking good. And I'm like, well, I'm physical. I'm physical. But anyway, I got into it because I thought it was fun, and it was really an escape for me. I had no. It was an outlet. It was an outlet because I stayed true to who I always was. I also thought that I was going to be an Olympic athlete one day, and I never got there. So when I saw football as an outlet. After college, I was like, okay, I think I want to try this. So anyway, all that to say, I started playing football. I never imagined that I would be in other countries playing football, representing America. I never thought that I would be on Access Hollywood. I never thought that Juju Chang would come to my house and do an interview on Nightline 2020. I never thought that they would even choose me to do a reality show. Yeah. I just did it because I loved it, and then it started to grow, and I believed in it, and all the other girls, we just believed in it, and so it started to grow, and it actually started to get bigger than who I was, and that kind of was the reason why it took a while to get back into music. But anyway, it's just truly believing in yourself. Believing in yourself when nobody else will. And keeping some stuff to yourself, because you don't have to tell everybody your dream. Yeah. And sometimes people can be a dream killer. Yeah, for real. Sometimes people can discourage you. Like, nah, you're not good. Why you? Like, why
not? Sometimes it'll be people in your own family or people that call themselves your friends.
I mean, it's usually the people closest to you. It's the strangers on the street is the ones that's like showing love. Like, man, I knew you could. But people in your family like, nah, I don't know you. You got to show me. But that's all good because that's all good.
That's very true. I mean, I have a prep coach, and he's more than just a coach. He's a mentor to me. His name is Anthony Badejo. I'm sure I'm still butchering his name. He always says that I do. But he always says, he always plays this song in his conditioning class that he requires our athletes to take. And it says, like, you have to believe it when you can't, even when you can't see it. I remember, like, you have to do what makes sense for you too. Mm-hmm. Because everybody don't get to the same end point the same way. So in my opinion, the advice that I would just give to athletes and musicians and just people that's doing a lot, it's just to keep doing it. Keep doing it. Don't believe what nobody say when they say you can't do it. You can do it all. There's 20. If Beyonce can be a mom to all them kids, a wife to Jay-Z, winning all them awards, and you ain't lying.
Surely, and be billionaires, surely. We can increase our activity in a day. So it's just
we all get the same 24 hours of the day, guys. It's really how you manage your time, how you do it. Pop Boy says too. He's like, when he moves fast.
And meditate. Meditate within. Yeah. Because you can't
stay true to yourself, guys. So another thing I wanted to ask you real quick, since you are an artist, what are some people that inspire you? Like, what are some other musical artists that have inspired you to do what you do?
Wow. It's so crazy because, like I said, I won't date myself, but as you get older, your musical influences change. So for the first half of my life, I'm not old, but there's a lot of stuff happens in a lifetime. So, I feel older than I am right now. But, when I was younger, it was definitely Sam Cooke, Al Green. I listened to all of that because my parents were old school, and that's all we listened to. And then as I grew up, I listened to everything from India.Arie, Beyonce, Sting. Now I'm really, really into Sia. I'm really, really into.
I like Sia.
What's his name? Jedediah.
I don't know.
I forgot his name, but I love him. I listen to a lot of Afrobeats right now. I'm really inspired by a lot of artists right now. I'm inspired by this movement of it feels like the world is on steroids right now. Everything is HD, awesome. So it's real fun. I feel like it's a fun time to be alive. It's a even funner time to pursue your dreams because it's so easy to now.
It's hard, but it's easy at the same time.
You have
so many resources, guys.
It's not hard. It's not hard. We need to change that narrative. What's hard is us. Once we remove the difficulty, which is us, we can fly. We don't fly because we want to keep our feet on the ground.
And that's the thing. Are you listening to this?
I'm serious, man.
Are you listening to this, guys?
It goes back to the power of the tongue. And when we say things are hard, it's like childbirth is hard. Waking up every day, putting one foot in front of the other, that mess is hard. But what's easy is pursuing your dreams. What's easy is watering your plants. So if you worry about what's external, then it's going to be so hard. But if you do the things that's internal, life just starts giving you. It's like life just starts being a gift. And then when the hard things come, you got to know that that's going to come. But that's not the stopping point. That's just the point of that's the humbling point. That's like, I'm still human. We can't get everything we want because we're not superhuman. But we gods of our own planet. and we got to execute our lives that way, and we got to speak that into our lives. And that's not so much of anybody's religion. That's just, you better be your own religion. You better get into your own network. Yeah,
believe in yourself. Water yourself. Water your plant, your garden. Make your own garden. So this is why Yashi is awesome, guys, and this is why I don't really mess with a lot of people outside of work, outside of what I do. I keep my circle small. We may not talk all the time because we have crazy schedules, but she's a really special yes girl. So tell us, Yashi, where can we find you? Where can we follow you? To everyone listening around the world, like, where can we find Miss Yashi Rice? If you want to know more about her, if you want to connect with her, do work with her, where can we find you?
So I have been watering. I like that. School's in, so I have been watering my plants.
Pay attention.
Hey, pay attention.
Okay, I like that. Okay, so what was the question again? I'm sorry.
Where?
We all know January 1st is coming up. So
where can we find you, Yashi Rice?
Okay. So you can find me across. Oh, that's what it was. I was gonna say that. So I took a little bit of a sabbatical. So social media look a little slow, but that's all good because I was watering my plants. Because
you
now I'm
do that sometimes.
And I'm one of those people that pretty much only use social media for promotional things. So with all that being said, you guys can tune into the Brown Rice podcast that will be on all of the broadcasting platforms this coming January. And you can also, on the music side, we're going to incorporate some music. So we're going to be doing some acoustic sets before every episode. So you'll be able to also go online to SoundCloud and just download the music.
Guys. So what was that? What was the name of your podcast?
So the podcast is Brown Rice Podcast. It's with my partner, Larry Brown, who's also a really great friend of mine, musical partner.
That's a dope
from
name.
College, basically. Yeah. So we put our last names together. I don't ever use my last name, but it was like Brown Rice.
And listen, that's in my diet right now. That's what's up. And we got Carly Williams. She has her own meal prep company. We're going to be talking to her after the next break. But so that's funny.
Yeah, nice. And also, I do want everybody to just send out positive energy, love, and light to my brother, Simeon Rice, because he is nominated right now, and it is a blessing to be nominated to the Hall of Fame. So let's just keep on putting positive energy out there.
Any other people you want to shout out to?
Yes, I want to give a shout out to Larry Brown again. What up, boy? We getting ready to do our podcast. Let's get it. I want to give a shout out to pretty much everybody in Chicago right now that's doing anything. You. I want to give a shout out to you. Thank you for having me on the show. I had an amazing time with an amazing life, and I'm just doing my thing. I'll see y'all later. I guess that's it. We just don't know.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Yashi, for being on the show today. Like I said, she's such an amazing person, and I'm very blessed and grateful to have her as a very good friend of mine. I'm pretty sure we're going to be lifelong friends. They say after like 7 years that you're lifelong friends or something like that.
Who not going to be lifelong friends?
They are.
But who ain't going to be lifelong friends? Because we going to be lifelong friends.
I'm not going to be dealing with you.
We already doing
being
it.
Late.
And, okay, well,
all right, guys. Well, we're going to be right back, guys. We have Carly Williams. She's our entrepreneur of the week. And she has her own meal prep company, but she has more than that. I mean, it's funny that you're talking about brown rice because she has brown rice in some of her meal prep, So, but, she's also an athlete. She's an entrepreneur. She's an amazing soul. So make sure that you're tuning in every Tuesday again. I'm AnnaMarie Tabo. Tune in Tuesday at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's an amazing life we live, helping you live your best amazing life. So make sure to follow Pop Radio Worldwide on iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium, YouTube. Show us some love. Hit the subscribe button. There's a lot of shows all week, that he features, and it's just really dope. It's a dope atmosphere, and we're trying to build the community. I'm really trying to help build the community of Chicago and raise people up, especially the people that deserve it and work hard.
I show you how to get it off. I don't really rock. I just get the brick across. Take you to the block. My shorties know I've been a boss. Chemo, solid, hard body. In that jam, so long, no.
We are back. It's Anna on It's an Amazing Life We Live. I am your host, and I'm here every Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. And just remember that's Central Time, guys. So do the math, Google it, do what you got to do so that you don't miss a thing. So I'm here every Tuesday again. Tune in on a Tuesday. I'm going to give my 2 cents, and I have an awesome lineup, an awesome panel here. We just got done with Miss Yashi Rice. That was our Athlete of the Week. And as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, we have an Entrepreneur of the Week and we have Angels of the Week. Okay? So real quick before we talk to Miss Carly Williams, who is our Entrepreneur of the Week, I wanted to introduce the whole panel because I am going to be talking about some topics later that, I want your guys' feedback on. So first up, I just want Carly to say hello to the people of the world that's following, and tell a little bit about yourself, please.
Hey people, I'm Carly Williams. As you were saying, I'm an Entrepreneur of the Week. So I have my own meal prep line. It's called Carby Eats. So it's CARBY Eats. You can find that on Instagram only right now. I'm also a personal trainer. I have a bachelor's degree in kinesiology from UIC.
Okay. She educated.
I competed in a few bikini competitions as well. And basically, I'm just trying to help everybody in this world a little bit. I think that wealth is really not how much money you have, but how many people you influence. So,
yes, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking to Carly a little bit more in a second, but we also have a couple of the people that are on the panel that are real special, and I'm excited to be talking to them. So can you please introduce yourself, Angel of the Week, Miss Ariel Maldonado. Say hello to the people of the world.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Of course. We also have Miss Darlin Mickey, and she is a spoken word artist, and she also is an Angel of the Week. They both rep the Healing Corner, which is the non-for-profit. The Healing Corner, which is the non-for-profit organization that I am featuring this week. I'm all about giving back, and this is a good platform for people to promote not just their business, but if they are community outreach, if they are in some sort of nonprofit organization. I mean, obviously, the only way people can help is if they know about it. Right? So, I have the resources where people, this is pop radio worldwide, and we don't have that worldwide there for no reason, okay? So, go ahead and introduce yourself, Miss Darlin.
Darlin. Well,
Darlin.
Mickey, you already gave more information. I'm a spoken word artist, and I am here with Ariel to represent the Healing Corner.
That's what's up. Give it up for my panel, guys. Really excited to have them here on my show, because this is a motivational podcast. I'm here to help you live your best amazing life. So we're going to get right to it. We're going to start off with the Entrepreneur of the Week, and her name is Miss Carly Williams. And like she said briefly, she's a lot of things. She's an athlete, she's an entrepreneur, she's a beautiful soul. So I want to start off first with your sports and nutrition background and everything of that matter. So tell us about how you got into that, how you, just your background in being an athlete.
All right. Well, I started in sports when I was really young. I did a lot of things like soccer, tennis. I was pretty much in every sport you could possibly think of. Except for football, actually.
Okay.
But then I kind of fell off of that for a little while, and I gained a lot of weight throughout middle school. That kind of, I think Yashi was talking a lot about it. You have a lot of self-doubt in yourself, and my mom and my grandma are all very well, sports are fun and everything, but you should really focus on more things like medicine, or your focus on more beneficial things. So I kind of mix medicine and sports together, because I think that your mind is the most powerful thing in the world.
It really is.
So
Mindset is everything, guys. Mindset is everything. But keep going, Miss Carly.
So I'm a personal trainer, but I'm definitely more like a mental coach, and I try to bring both training, the nutrition with my meal prep as well, and then I also do community workshops with them where we do different challenges, and just kind of build. I try to build people in the community and bring it all together as a whole trio. and it gets some amazing results.
No, I mean, so a little bit of background. I know Carly because she's actually one of my teammates. We have the same coach, Mr. Anthony Badejo. Hello. If you're listening, you should be listening. I sent you,
You gotta bring your coach in.
I am going to bring my coach in. I
I've
don't know how he's going to fit in here because he's a big,
I've heard enough about him. You
he's a
gotta bring him
big
in.
black man, just a big, heavy, like in a small room like this, he just looks like a mountain. I don't even know. I don't even know how we're going to fit him in here, but we're going to fit him in here. But anyway, we have the same coach, and Carly and I have a history together too. You know, we did our first bikini competition together. You know, before I was even a professional athlete, you know, she knew me when I was an amateur, when I was just starting off. So she's seen me, you know, literally evolve. I've seen her evolve into an amazing woman. You know, it's almost like we were kids when we started, but it was only, 3.5, 4 years ago? But a lot can happen in 3-4 years. It's amazing what can happen when you put your mind into focus and you know, surround yourself with the right people. And obviously you're going to have some trials and tribulations, but it's all about how you handle it and you just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Yeah, metamorphosis, exactly. So tell us about your competing with the INBA, PNBA, and what drove you to do such a thing? Because it's not an easy goal to do a show, like to do a competition, a natural bodybuilding competition. Tell us about that.
Well, as a coach, I feel if I'm going to coach someone and I'm going to tell somebody to do something, I better be able to do it myself.
True, valid point.
And the number one thing you have to conquer for that is your mind. It's not the workouts, it's not the diet, it's nothing. You are your biggest enemy. So if you don't have control of your own mind, no diet's going to work, no lifestyle's going to change. You have to pay attention to all your surroundings. So I did the first show, and I know I made mistakes. So I wanted to continue and become stronger, and your brain is a muscle. So
how many shows, how many competitions have you done to date?
3.
3, wow. 3 competitions. So tell me what changed every time that you went through each competition. Like, what did you change each time? What did you adjust?
Your mind just grows. You grow up.
Mm-hmm.
And you grow up quicker when you're choosing to. Because I know people that are in their 70s, 80s that still didn't allow themselves to develop or grow because they stayed in the same routine. And when you listen to all these peer pressures or social pressures or people around you telling you like what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, you stop believing in yourself. And that is literally kryptonite. So every single time I believed in myself more and more and more and more. And it's crazy. It's a great energy. It sounds crazy because it's one of the hardest things. It does not sound crazy.
It only sounds crazy to small-minded people.
Yeah,
so open up your minds, guys, if you're listening. If it sounds crazy to you, maybe you should open up your mind.
Just do it.
Just do it, yes. So do you plan on competing again, Carly?
If I were to compete again, it would be in a class up in either figure or wellness category.
Pretty cool. So you might be checking her out in the future, maybe 2020, maybe competing. I don't know. I haven't seen you in a bikini in a while, but I'd love to. She looks good. She looks good underneath all those clothes. But, you know, it's cold outside in Chicago, so we got to cover her up a little bit, you know. So maybe 2020.
Maybe, but right now, you know, it's keeping my nutrition right. So partly with doing meal prep and making food for everybody, I'm keeping my body right year round because why not look good?
Hey, you know what? That's what's amazing because when you really, like she said, when you really conquer your mind, and it's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good. You reap the benefits and the results anyway. So really, you just have to control your mind. It's all about mindset. You need to figure out what your why is, and it has to be bigger than just looking good.
Absolutely.
Okay, if it's fitness, it's got to be bigger. I know I have a very vain sport, and you see me in a bikini and all that stuff, but it's a lot more than that. The reason why people are successful at what they do is because their why is way bigger than that, guys. You know, and that's what I'm trying to teach you guys here on It's an Amazing Life We Live. But one more thing, you are the entrepreneur of the week, so tell us about your business. I don't hear, okay, let's not play. She goes to the same gym I do. She's my teammate. You know, I know a lot of her clients, you know, a lot of people get their meals from you. She has her own meal prep company. Tell us about it. What is it called? How can we find you? Tell us about it, Miss Entrepreneur of the Week.
Well, as everyone knows, nutrition is probably a lot harder for you than necessarily the workout part. All of us can go to the gym, but just making a sustainable lifestyle. So I tried to make food that isn't only healthy, but a little bit more exciting too. I also have options for competitors where, you know, gotta remove the salts or the carbs or certain things or certain macros we can cater to you. But at the same time, we want to make everything tasty. So for the people that aren't competing, it's still really healthy macros and trying to make a little bit more exciting names. Like we have a taco bowl, which is just...
That sounds good.
It
just made me hungry.
There's no added fats.
Peep the shirt, guys.
Hey.
Peep the shirt. I love it. Hungry.
I'm hungry for food and success and helping people. You know,
but keep going. See, this is what's awesome about her company, about her business, is that, you know, a lot of people have the wrong, you know, idea of eating healthy. And I did too. Before I competed, I thought eating healthy sucked, for lack of a better word. Like, it's going to be bland. It's not going to be good. Eating healthy sucks. I'm never going to be fit because eating healthy sucks. But she gives you, you know, she opens up people's minds to a different world where eating healthy doesn't have to suck.
Yeah.
It can taste good, guys. And what else do you have on the menu? Like, what are some other things that are on the menu?
So we're trying to make a chicken and waffles option.
Chicken and waffles.
Yeah. So we're using protein.
Let me know when that's on the menu so I can order it, girl.
Oh yeah, it's good. Nothing's fried, nothing, but it has like a quote-unquote breaded, but it's just like a whole grain mix. I've been working on the recipe. It's actually really good. So I'm...
Hey, like I said, sign me up, guys. So where can we find you if you guys want to... If you guys want to order some meals, and you know it's the holiday season, guys. So I know we just got out of Thanksgiving, and some people packed on the pounds. So if you want to get your nutrition right, this is the girl to follow. So where can we find you, Miss Carly?
Right now, the main outlet would be on Instagram at Carby Eat. So it's carb, like CARBY, and then eats. And then also, if you don't see that right away, you can also look at my main page, which is Carly Hustle. So CARLY Hustle on Instagram. You can check out everything there. There's a menu on there. And also, you know, if you have any questions on what you should be eating or whatnot, the best diet is diet kind of catered to you. You don't want to change your life too crazy. You just want to see the areas that you're hitting, you know, the worst spots at, so we can have a little bit of a chit chat with that. So you can still, you don't have to restrict yourself crazy, guys. It's just small modifications that's way easier than you'll think.
This is why I wanted to have you on the show, so that everybody, because I know it's hard, especially in Chicago. There's a lot. I mean, we're a foodie. We're a foodie city, you know. We have a taste of everything. Taste of Chicago. Taste of it. Like literally, there's a barbecue fest. Like summertime shy. I mean, fests for days. Literally for days. So this is why I wanted to have her on the show, so that we can get rid of the idea that eating healthy is not good. It doesn't taste good, because it can taste good, and you can look good doing it. Pay attention, guys. It's the University of It's an Amazing Life We Live. So, again, follow Carly. You know, she's an amazing person, amazing athlete, entrepreneur of the week. Make sure you follow her on Instagram at, you said it's Carby Eats?
Yeah.
Carby Eats. And then her other page is Carly Hustle. Carly Hustle, because she's a hustler. So, we're going to be taking a little break, but make sure that you follow her, because she's amazing, especially because it's December and people are packing on the pounds. She can get your nutrition right for 2020, guys. Okay,
get it right.
You know, get it right, get it right, guys. So thank you so much, Carly, for being on the show. I really appreciate you being here and taking the time on a Tuesday. I know this is a delivery day for you, right?
Yeah,
food delivery
my
day.
boyfriend's out there right now delivering meals while I'm here.
Well, really quick, do you have any shout outs, any people you want to shout out before we go on a little break?
Yeah, my boyfriend Burr, you know, he's also a partner in the company. His name is AJ Calderon. So AJ.Calderon, and it's on Instagram as well. And then also my mom's been helping out a lot with this stuff too, so it's having a great support around.
Shout out to the OG.
Hey. You know, who you keep around you is so important. So grateful for everyone around me, and of course you as well. Thank you for the opportunity, girl.
Welcome. Carly is awesome, guys. Thanks again for being on the show. Make sure you're tuning in every Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on It's an Amazing Life We Live. How do you do that? You got to follow Pop Radio Worldwide on iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium, YouTube. Make sure to show some love. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday so that you're not missing this content, guys. This is amazing content. You know, I hope you're paying attention and we're opening your minds to living your best amazing life. So we'll
I done did a lot. You ain't did shit at all.
What's up, beautiful people of the world? This is Anna on It's an Amazing Life We Live. We've had an amazing show so far. Every Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm here. I just want to thank again Miss Carly Williams, our Entrepreneur of the Week, for being on the show. We also had Miss Yashi Rice, who was our Athlete of the Week. If you guys are just tuning in now, we're going to be posting a video on YouTube tomorrow. And, you know, we're also on iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium, like I said, YouTube. So you can play it back again, guys. So, again, thank you to my guests. But we're going to get right back to it because we're running out of time. So we're going to be talking to the Angels of the Week. And this week, I wanted to really feature an amazing non-for-profit organization that I came across that I think is doing amazing things. It's called the Healing Corner. And today we have Miss Ariel Maldonado, who is the co-founder. And introduce yourself. Tell us about the Healing Corner and what you guys do.
Sure. So the Healing Corner started in the fall of 2015 in the West Humboldt Park neighborhood, not far from where we are right now. So we started on the corner of Division and Keeler, and we basically go to corners known for violence, and mostly on the west side of Chicago, and we pass out free food, hugs, and resources. And we try to build a dialogue around the issue of violence, and we really focus on reaching the young guys hanging out on the corner and guiding them towards a more positive path. And basically how we started was there was prayer vigils happening in the community in response to the violence, but what we noticed was that a lot of the prayer vigils were excluding the young men who were like most at risk from joining the circle. And I still remember going to a couple of them, and one of the older gentlemen from the neighborhood was actually like praying for the gangbangers to go away. And that doesn't really solve the violence, it just moves it around. So we really wanted to focus on we wanted to try doing something that was welcoming and open to everyone. And so that's kind of how it came together. It came together like kind of like a potluck style. We're just like, okay, we're going to do this. And I reached out because I had been volunteering with like several different nonprofits. And I was connected to Parents for Peace and Justice, an organization that supports parents who lost children to gun violence. And so I knew a lot of people that would be down to do something like this. And I just basically got together all my contacts and posted it on Facebook. Like random people were messaging me like, what can I bring? And so it just came together naturally and organically. And
That's amazing.
There was not much thought into the future of it when we first started doing it. And at the end of the first event, like people from the community were like, when are you guys going to be back? And then volunteers were like, when is the next one? And I was like, we have not even thought that far ahead at that point. And I still remember some of the young guys that were hanging out. There was a corner store nearby where there was like a lot of in and out, and so that kind of the community attributed that to the violence. The corner store is no longer there, so we kind of follow where more like I guess crime or action is. So we kind of moved away from Division and Keeler because no one hangs out there anymore due to like store closures. But basically one of the young guys at the end of our first event was like, man, if you would have been doing this 2 years ago, it would have been peaceful now. And I just remember him like helping us clean up at the end of the event, him and his boys, and it was like really, it was a moving
Wow.
experience.
That's amazing. So I know Thanksgiving just passed and you guys just, you had something going on. Tell us about that, please.
Yeah, so every Thanksgiving for the past 4 years, we've had a event in Uptown on Wilson and Sheridan. And the corner has changed a lot in the past 4 years. There's currently a large luxury, like glass development, high-rise new condos, and there's still many homeless in the area. That McDonald's on the corner, many of the homeless,
I know exactly what McDonald's you're talking about.
Yeah, and so we set up every Thanksgiving morning and we give out like a breakfast, and we had like eggs, and it's like the same thing, like a potluck style.
That's awesome.
And everyone brings things, they message our page and ask us what we need, so I kind of determine like what do we need more of and let people know. But it was a very successful event.
The turnout was good this year?
Yeah, I was kind of worried because the neighborhood is changing, and then I just read in the news that the one of the SROs, it's a men's hotel basically in Uptown, and they're converting it into micro units that are like 400 square feet for like $1,000, something like that. They basically like tried to find them housing spread out throughout the city.
Wow.
And so the neighborhood dynamics are changing. So I was unsure how it would turn out, but it was a lot of people were there because we partnered with the church, Uptown Baptist Church, and we were able to use the inside. We had clothes and coats and stuff inside.
Man,
People were
that's
able to use the
awesome.
bathroom.
It's cold, man. Man, for all you guys that are listening around the world, it's really cold in Chicago around this time, and it's amazing what she's doing. I love the name, the Healing Corner. I love that. The healing, because that's where people get in trouble, the corners in the hood, It's just, so I love that. So tell us how people can be a part of this if they want to help, if they want to donate. Where can we find you? What's your website? More people need to know about this.
Yeah, so all of our events are posted on Facebook, and Facebook is what we primarily use to connect with donors. And basically, it's Healing Corner Chicago. If you just search that in Facebook, you'll find it. And there's also a donate button that will take you to our PayPal, or you can contact us if you have any other further questions. But coming up, we're going to be posting shortly in the coming days a Amazon wish list for Christmas. We have about 150 kids in our network that we know, and we've taken care of maybe about like 30 of them. So we hope that the wish list will help fill the gap. So, and we know a lot of people are like...
Say that website and say all that one more time. I'm not sure if people are paying attention, because more people need to know about this, how they can help. There's a lot of people that need help, and especially the kids, man. That really gets to me, So say that website one more time and where you can find...
Yeah, so if you just search the Healing Corner Chicago on Facebook, you'll find our page and you can follow it, and you'll see all of our events, and the donate button will take you right to our PayPal to donate.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We're actually going to move it along down the line. We're going to talk to Miss Darlin Mickey, and she is one of the volunteers at the Healing Corner. So tell us how you got started and how you started working with the Healing Corner and what it brings to you in your life.
Well, I'm actually on a not-for-profit called You Can Turn Around, so I met her through a friend, Antoine Belmer, and she wanted somebody to come out and give a little entertainment during the events that she was doing, coming out on the corners. And, of course, I do spoken word, and so I have a team of other spoken word artists, so we came out and did spoken word, and it was awesome. We love the people.
I love it. We're definitely gonna have you close us out with a piece, because when I heard you did spoken word, I was like, perfect. Be on the radio, and people need to hear what you gotta say. So what drove you to join them?
I mean, just people needing help. So how can you turn somebody down and say, we want to heal, we want to come on the corner, we want to stop the violence, you want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. No, you absolutely say yes. If you're open, you come.
It's beautiful.
Take care of it.
That's beautiful. Where can we find you? plug yourself. Where can we find you on social media and this and that? And
Boss Lady Pro on Instagram and Darling Mickey everywhere else.
all right. Well, can you do us a favor? Can you do us a favor? Can you just do it one time for us, please? We're gonna have you come out. You're gonna close out the show for us, and we're gonna have you do a little spoken word, close us out. Thank you guys again. It's an amazing life we live. 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesdays. Just follow Pop Radio Worldwide on iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium, YouTube. We're gonna have her close it out. This is Miss Darlin Mickey. She's a spoken word artist. You definitely got to follow her, like her stuff. She's gonna close us out. I'm really excited to hear this. It's been a while since I've had spoken word in my life, and let's hear what you got to say, girl.
Sit right there, and so you can take us out right afterwards. Thank you, darling Mick, for this. Appreciate it. Yeah, let our cams here at the station get you a little bit. You got it.
Right. Mama's gonna.
It's just
Okay. I am going to do this piece called Savage Life. So Ariel requested. This is usually the piece that we do for on the healing corner for the people. So no longer can we allow them to do damage. Our youth are suffering, carrying baggage from previous generations. See, we never took in consideration that the load we dropped was heavy. Telling them it's all about the revolution and they ain't even ready. We don't know what they're going through. Their mama probably living a savage life, the baby right from womb going wrong, seeing through ravaged eyes. This is why they call themselves trapping. When they really getting trapped in, caught up in the turn up, walking around with poison in a cup claiming it to be syrup, then mixing it and twisting it with lace leaves claiming it to be from the earth. And then they turn savage on each other, on their own brethren. But I think it was a decoy so the enemy could cause mass destruction. It was a distraction to create all this madness. Now we living like animals, preying on each other's downfalls, masked up, coming out blasting like it's open season, like our black lives don't matter from the cradle to the casket. We ban plots to bury us in masses, but the way they sit and plot on us, disaster is flashing badges as a pastor pull weapons and start capping, neck grabbing, body dragging, toe tagging, funeral planning, then mommy sad. Well, anger is a natural reaction. Can't get the one we mad at, so we take it out on the one we just dab with, our own kinfolk. Our playgrounds have now become grave sites. The alleyways we used to hoop in, a designated spot to take an innocent life live, Facebook Live, bullets fly. Do you remember that life on the train? That guy with the knife? She's breathless due to a man with a knife. This ain't no show. Close the curtain. We hurting watching this all before our eyes. The revolution will be streamed live. But first, we got to turn down the savage life.
Again, tell us, go ahead and get on this mic real quick and tell us where you can follow her, because that was amazing. I literally just got chills, y'all. So go ahead. Where can we find you?
You ain't think it was coming?
I knew it was coming.
You can follow me on Instagram at Boss Lady Pro, and also on Facebook, The Healing Corner. You can follow us to do any donations. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Wow, that was amazing. I'm definitely going to be following you. Everybody got to follow her. Definitely follow The Healing Corner and make sure you donate. Make sure you follow Carly and all that. Make sure you're following Miss Yashi Rice. Thank you to all my guests. Thank you to everybody that's been listening on Pop Radio Worldwide, on iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium, YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on It's an Amazing Life We Live on Instagram. And if you want to be on my show, go ahead and hit my DMs or email me at AnnaTabo, ANNA, it's 2 N's, Tabo, TABO, @gmail.com. Thank you again so much. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you to Pop for having me, for giving me a home to do this. And I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing rest of the week. Go ahead and kill it. Make sure you tune in on a Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's an Amazing Life We Live.
I done did a lot. You ain't did shit at all. Whipping up a pop. Show you how to get it off. I don't really rock. I